Hi, I'm Alan and today we're discussing the ever-important operating budget. The operating budget, also referred to as the organizational or annual budget, is the financial plan for an organization's fiscal year. Broken up by revenue and expenses and organized by programmatic activity, it is the central financial guide for your team and all activities. But it's also a communication tool. Whatever the majority of money is being spent on is flagged as a priority by stakeholders. To create the operating budget, you must go through a collaborative budgeting process. Some budgeting strategies to consider are budgeting by organizational outcome goals. Here you would set your income goals from the top down in prioritized order. From there, specific, measurable goals should be identified for each intended outcome. Then the financial impact should be determined or predicted for each. A second option is budgeting by revenue and expense targets. This approach asks leadership to set targets based on the total revenue and expense goals for the year, then build out individual line items, and then make programmatic decisions and goals accordingly. A unit draft budgeting method, a third strategy, involves starting with draft budgets from each area of your team, which you would then compile. You may have your team members draft an ambitious and a conservative version so you have different scenarios to consider. A fourth strategy is zero-based budgeting, for when you need or want to create a budget from scratch. This involves analyzing each program or activity you have planned for the year and determining if it is essential to achieving your goal and building the budget out from there. There are 6 steps to any budgeting process. Preparing. This is when you evaluate the previous year, if you can, and take into account any external considerations. Estimating. This is the phase in which you project the revenue and expenses for the year. Approving. For a nonprofit, this would fall under the board of directors' governance duties. Otherwise, your team leadership would take this on. Implementing. This is when your budget and financial plan are put into action. Monitoring. This is the ongoing tracking of variance between what was budgeted and the actual income or expenses. Auditing. This assessment process, formalized for nonprofits, takes place at the close of the fiscal year. Thanks for watching and be sure to check out the printables for examples.